with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. It's Young off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Kyle Pitts, 74 yards. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for two to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for two. They did. They're in control.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to...
He's got a man complete, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Harold Carmichael, 75 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Allen.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Back to throw.
Bledsoe. And this one incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Bledsoe. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Young to throw on 4th. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Harold Carmichael. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bledsoe. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Steve Young.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Steve Young keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll try and throw for it. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Elliott running right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, Bledsoe.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Young will set to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
3rd down, Young from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Young with a give to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Young quickly to the flat. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Young on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Young. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They throw it out right complete, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down, and back they go to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Off play action. Bledsoe in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try to field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter.
with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll look to throw. This is brought in by Casper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dave Casper, 51 yards. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
they start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Elliott once more. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On third down, Bledsoe. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, Bledsoe. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
They try again with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Bledsoe. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Casper over the middle. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. Moore, the man in motion. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. Caught him in.